What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video we are so back because Charles Oliveira just subbed Mateus Gamrot inside 2 rounds, and we are back, and this timeline is tremendous. You know, we're coming off a Pereira whooping of small Ank, of miniature Ank, put him in a body bag, packed him up, and then we just got a Charles Oliveira redemption win. Excellent stuff. This card was solid overall, bit goofy, a little bit slow at times. The momentum really did slow down before that main event, because obviously the Davison Figueiredo fight went to decision, and the Joel Alvarez fight, I lost so much money, went to decision as well. But yeah, obviously we'll talk about the main event first. Charles do Bronx, Charles Oliveira, gets the round 2 submission. I picked him by submission. I picked him by round 3 submission, I believe. But yeah, pretty much got this fight perfect. I thought Oliveira would have a bit more trouble, like getting held down for a bit. Like I thought we would see like a good 2 minutes of Charles just kind of being held on bottom and being like, "Come on, bro, you got to get up." But like, dude, Charles was aggressive off his back, like straight away. Got taken down. Sort of went with it. Like just accepted the takedown to try and get a guillotine. Was not really ever close, but then immediately is just aggressive as fuck off his back, going for the omoplata, and then I was like, alright Charles, if you're not going to get this submission, you got to actually end up on top, and he did, ends up on top, wins the first round comfortably. Round 2, he was like low-key Pereira maxing with how aggressive he was on the feet. Now Charles just said, fuck you Scammer, I'm not fearing your pillow punches, and just walked forward with minimal defense and just said, nah, you don't hit hard, I'm going to eat your punches, you're not Ilia Topuria. And just bitched Gamrot and then gets him down again. Actually took down Gamrot. Dude, this was impressive as fuck. Like, maybe Gamrot was not at his best, I'm sure, like, this was not the peak of Gamrot, but like, dude, Gamrot's never been finished. Gamrot's fought Arman and Dan Hooker and Jalen Turner and RDA and Garam and all these guys, right? Benil Dariush, all these dudes, not been finished. So, really impressive win for Charles, just ignoring how good it was to see him come back from this, from the tough loss, obviously, that he took to Ilia Topuria, where he got KO'd pretty badly, and I think we were all worried about the turnaround, and that's kind of why the Fiziev fight had us a bit nervous. But this fight, in hindsight, dude, I should have bet way more on Oliveira. Like, Oliveira made me back, like, a bit of recovery. I still was down big on this week because of Joel Alvarez not getting a finish. We'll talk about that, but I bet a bit on Charles. Like, I ended up he made me like $300, but like, I should have bet more, because in hindsight, I'm just like, dude, Gamrot's not going to finish him, and I don't think he's the level of grappler of Arman to where he can hold him down and actually like be strong on top and throw ground and pound. Like, Gamrot's just not really like a punishing grappler. So yeah, if you put a guy in there who has no finishing ability against a guy who is just aggressive and just says, no, fuck you, I'm just going to go for it, the only chance that decision person really ever has is just that the finisher just doesn't fight aggressive. But if a finisher fights aggressive against someone who just is incapable of doing harm to another human, it's pretty easy for them to just walk them down and get the finish. So yeah, that's what Charles did. Gets the back, gets the choke, really good win, round 2 submission. Calls out Max Holloway, BMF belt. That's clearly the next fight to make. That's obviously what you do next. Anyway though, great win. Let's move on though to the co-main event. Co-main event was low-key like mid as fuck. Like, this shit was not fun. I mean, Figgy won, good job. I kind of was like, this is gonna sound like Cope. Like, in my mind, I was like, dude, like, Montel Jackson should win this. You know when you get the vibe and you pick someone who should win because you're like, yeah, I don't know, younger, more powerful, bigger, advantages, better striker, you'd think. Just more dangerous. But then you're like, oh, but like, I don't know, I just kind of don't think Montel Jackson is going to be ranked number 6 at bat. Like, that was my deterrent to, like, being really confident in Montel Jackson, was just like, I can't really view him being, like, the number 6 banter. Fucking Instagram notifications, bro, mute that shit. Do not disturb mode. But what's it called? I was like, I don't know, I just can't like view in my mind Montel Jackson being the number 6 bantamweight, but like he should win the fight. So what do I do? And so I picked him, but in my mind I was like, I'm not that confident. And Figgy won. Like, Montel fought fucking hesitant as shit. I had a feeling he might. Like, I don't know. I had a feeling he might. Like, I picked him by KO because I was like, if he's on, he should finish Figgy on the feet. But no, Figgy's striking is just better. Like, he's good. Dude has a 7.5 inch reach advantage, and he couldn't do shit. Like, what are you doing? He's just turned in. I hate when guys with a big ass reach advantage turn into boring ass range strikers, bro. It pisses me off because I'm like, you could just put aggression on this dude and finish him. Like, you could just be aggressive and like put a jab in his face and just stick him behind your reach and just crack him on the end of punches. Like, you KO'd Damon Blackshaw in like 20 seconds. Why are you not throwing punches with like any venom on them at all? And it's like, oh, I don't know. But then he just gets like taken down and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it was just weird. Figgy didn't look like that good. But some judge scored. I thought like Figgy won. I was like, Figgy won the first two. But there was like an argument in my mind that you could give Montel the second. But the judge that gave Montel the fight, it was a split. The judge that gave Montel the fight gave him the first round. Which is like, genuinely, I can't see any possibility where you can do that. But I mean, it is what it is. Figgy gets the win. I'm not going to do a separate matchmaking video for this card. So I guess we could figure out who's next for Figgy. If we head over to the rankings, I wouldn't mind like a Song Yadong fight. I wouldn't mind a... You could do the winner of... winner, I guess you can't fight Cheeto again, but like you could do... If Zahabi beats Cheeto, you could do that. You could do like a David Martinez fight. You could do a Vinicius Oliveira fight. You could do the loser, I guess, of like Umar versus Bautista. You could do Song Yadong. You could do O'Malley. Like, there's a lot of options for Figgy. Definitely is not getting a title shot off that, but with how many of the guys Merab's beaten at 35, like if he gets one more win, like you could just give him a fucking title shot, like just off name value. Anyway, though, let's move on. Next up, Joel Alvarez, Vicente Luque. This was awful. Look, I mean, Alvarez won comfortably, 30-26s across the board. But this was awful for me. Like, I was heavily financially invested in Joel Alvarez by finish. Under 2 rounds was the ideal case. Round 1 KO. Like, if Joel Alvarez had got a round 1 KO, alright, I would have been up north of 1.2k just from him. And then plus the 300 I won on Charles, I'm making bank. Like, I'm like doubling up my profit for the card, right? Instead, Joel Alvarez clean punches Vicente Luque in the eye with a punch, not an eye poke, a clear punch, clean punch. Luque goes down, clearly is affected by what was a legal strike, and then the referee said it wasn't an eye poke, but then doesn't restart the fight, brings in a doctor, and gives Alvarez 3 minutes to recover from a legal blow. Like, what are we doing here? Next time a fighter gets punched in the eye, just go down to it, say it was an eye poke, and get 45 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes if the ref's retarded. This one gave him 3 minutes. And they won't take a point, because if it looks like it might have been an eye poke, they just be like, oh, could have been an eye poke, but it wasn't. Like, I should have got my round 1 KO here. Fair, like, okay, regardless of that, like, Alvarez didn't look phenomenal. Like, but also, he dominated the fuck out of Luque in the second, and I think there was an element of, like, I've already hurt you enough. And then you could kind of tell he was clearly just riding out the third round, not trying to do anything. But where was the urgency? Like, it really just felt like if he went for it in this fight. Like, in hindsight, for me, it was dumb to trust in a finish that much, and I should have just loaded up on Alvarez straight, because, like, there was no way he was going to lose this fight. Like, I should have genuinely put $750 on Alvarez by finish, alright? Various outcomes. Like, I think I had a bid on round 1, bid on round 1 KO, and then most of it was just KO or sub, and then under 2 rounds was another bet I had. So none of those bets hit. I lost every single Alvarez bet I had. I should have just put, like, $1,000 on Alvarez straight up and just made my $200 profit. Like, that would have been so free, but no, dumbass, retard left lane, chasing value, chasing a bigger fucking price, and then I lose all my money. So it's tough. But yeah, I don't know, not overly impressive. I'm not going to jump off the hype train. I'm just going to wait for him to actually fight someone, like, not in Brazil where some retard refs doing some shenanigans, and I don't think, and, like, give Alvarez someone who he's not going to feel bad for next. Like, give him fucking, I don't know, like, Jeff Neal or some shit. Like, that'd be fun. Or, like, Magny. Surely he beats Magny. He shouldn't feel bad for Magny. Anyway, let's move on. I'm skimming through the rest of this card because there really wasn't a lot. I missed, like, all the prelims because I just slept in because I couldn't be bothered. Mario Pinto. This was actually kind of fun. Not fun. Like, the fight was kind of dead, but, like, Pinto's got personality. This guy's funny. He's, like, in his interview, he says this shit in all Portuguese, because he's Portuguese, obviously. So he's speaking in Portuguese to the Brazilian crowd. They're not happy. Brazilian guy just lost. Talking about the fight just in general, he just took down... I picked him to win. He just took down Deniz and beat him up on the bottom and just like, yeah. Deniz has no get-up game. But Pinto, in the post-fight interviews, like, speaking in Portuguese, and then Bisping's like English, because he knows he speaks English. Because his last fight, he literally spoke English fluently. And then he's like, no, I don't speak English. And then... and so he's just doing his Portuguese, and then he's like, I will do practice something in English, and then just goes on a full, like, 2-minute, just fluent English accent. Bing bang bosh, you know, like, he's a bing bang bosh, and then he's a charmer, just adds the charmer on the end. Like, it was so fucking random. Pinto's funny. He'll be top 10 at heavyweight, because he grapples, and he's not retarded. Like, if you have any semblance of a well-rounded game at heavyweight, and you shoot takedowns, and you... like a young-ish, like he's 27, he's got time. So him, like Volta Walker, Petrino, like these guys are probably, I don't think Petrino's particularly good, but like these dudes with grappling game and like somewhat athleticism and a bit of IQ will just go far. Like Petrino's got low IQ, he got guillotined by Anthony Smith, but especially Volta Walker and Pinto will probably go like decently far at heavyweight just via grappling, because these guys are all blobs that can't get off their backs. Anyway, let's move on. Next up, can't awfully Ricardo Ramos, dude. I hope he gets cut, because I don't want to have to, like, think in my mind that Ramos has a chance of winning a fight, because this dude just gives up submissions so often. Like, betting on... I should have just bet... I didn't bet on Ramos, obviously, because, like, I wasn't that confident. But, like, I picked him, because I'm like, dude, can't awfully's dog shit. He'll get slapped, right? But dude, Ramos just like bet if he ever fights in the UFC again, even if his opponent literally has 0 submission wins, bet on them to win by submission, because this man will just give up a submission and just put absolutely no effort into fighting out of it and just get subbed. To be fair though, he did almost like knee bar / heel hook / leg lock Khan Offley, and Offley just blatantly grabbed the cage multiple times to stop himself from rolling over. So maybe he would have got the submission, maybe not. But yeah, Ramos is a bitch. He can't fucking fight out of anything to save his life. Anyway, let's move on. This is the first fight I actually watched live. So yeah, I think first of all, I want to say I picked Michael Azwell before everyone found out that Lucas Almeida clearly had a broken hand. That needs to be said, because I still think Michael Azwell would have won this fight. Like I'm pissed off because like this was an even fight on the prediction tracker channel guy. Like this was a 50-50 fight. Like Guru, Bedtime, Kenny, these guys, they're all picking Lucas Almeida, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm picking Michael Azwell. Lucas Almeida's a bitch. He's chinny. He's frail. He'll get backed up and he'll get bombed on and he'll get finished, or he'll just lose a damage-based decision, right? And so I'm like, all right, cool. This is a good pick for me. Like, I'm like, this is a crafty pick. And then Lucas Almeida just has a broken hand. So Guru's like, yeah, I changed my pick. Kenny's like, oh, I changed my pick. These guys just bitch out. Credit to Bedtime. He didn't bitch out of his pick. He just stuck with Almeida. Like, surely, I think that should be a thing. You can't change your pick. You shouldn't be able to change your pick because you see something like day before. Like, you thought going in that this guy was going to win based off the actual stylistic matchup. Hey, he's got a broken hand. Tough luck, bitch. You're stuck with your pick. So yeah, I will just say, everyone else who picked Almeida, you got that pick wrong. Fuck you. So I did pick Michael Azwell properly. Like, I actually got the pick fully correct. For me, I think the people that picked Almeida, the people that stuck with it, alright, yeah, sure, you just get it wrong. The people that tried to change the pick to Michael Azwell, that fight just doesn't count for you. You don't get it right, it just voids. So you just have 11 fights instead of 12. Like, I don't know. Because, like, surely that, like, that's dog. That's dog, because, like, I actually picked Azwell knowing he was going to win. But then all these guys just cope changed and be like, whatever. Because, like, because you look like a goofball if you pick a guy with a broken hand and he loses. But yeah, Azwell just came out. I think this fight goes like the exact same, honestly. Because like, yeah, okay, Almeida didn't throw the right hand. He also didn't have a chance to throw the right hand because the fight was over in like 2 minutes. Because Azwell just was on the prey. Like this is Almeida's tall. He's that tall, lanky style. He's chinny as fuck to overhands. Andre Philly slimed this dude out in a round. Andre Philly's not a power puncher. So yeah, I think Azwell would have won this fight regardless. But good win for him, I guess. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, also, forgot to mention, this motherfucker just broke fight news that the UFC hadn't announced yet. So he might get a call backstage to be like, oi, goof. Hey, listen, I don't know what this kid's doing. He doesn't know shit. Where like the UFC low-key might just like move Pantoja Van just so Michael Azwell's not the one to break fight news. Because if when Big Marcel posts this, it's like first rep Michael Azwell. Like what? Anyway though, let's move on. I'm skimming through all these because these are all the fights I didn't actually watch live. So Jafel Filo, I picked Clayton Carpenter because Jafel Filo makes dumb decisions in the grappling and ends up on bottom and gets held down. Just how bad is Tagir Bekov? I'm picking Kyoji Horiguchi to smoke this guy. Tagir's dog shit. How do you not... Like, Clayton Carpenter just got subbed immediately. But no, I thought the grappling would be, like, relatively even, but Filio would just make dumb decisions and cost himself rounds via getting held down. It was a close fight, though, on the odds. Like, it was a close fight going into it. But Filio's grappling's legit. Like, good job. Vitor Petrino KO'd Thomas Jefferson in the third round. Again, I didn't watch the first two rounds. I think it was very blobby. I'm assuming Petrino was winning in just a sloppy fight, and then he just hilariously flatlines Thomas Peterson out cold. Before that, Bia Mesquita beat Arini Alexevia. Alexivia's dog shit. I don't know how she's still signed. Mesquita's good. She's hot too. Got a pair on her as well. Cannons. But should do well at women's bantamweight again. If you're a women's bantamweight you're a women's fighter in general, especially bantamweight / a heavyweight, and you can just grapple well, you'll win fights. Like, you'll just be successful and ranked. So yeah, good job for her. Lucas Roca beat Stuart Nickel. That was my other fight on the prelim. I went 8-4 on this card, by the way. I got the co-main wrong. I got the Ramos fight wrong. I got the Clayton Carpenter fight wrong, and then I got the Rocha fight wrong. So 67% on picks. No one comment 6-7. Shut up. It's not funny. But yeah, 8-4 is not terrible. But what's it called? Lucas Rocha, I should say. Rocha, I don't know, whatever. He just tuned up Stuart Nickel from what I saw, stuffed like a bunch of fucking takedowns, and Stuart Nickel shot like 20 times, just couldn't. I thought Lucas Rocha was just tiny, and he got subbed immediately by Carpenter. And so in hindsight, if I was actually awake to watch these fights, I would have seen Lucas Rocha just look tremendous and be like, oh, I feel great about my Clayton Carpenter pick because he just took him down and subbed him in the second round. So in hindsight, it's even worse. Like, it's weird. Like, what? But Nickel's clearly not very good. I gave him the benefit of the doubt to, like, be good and, like, be, like, half decent because he kind of just got caught in a guillotine in his debut. But, nah, clearly, just not very good in any areas. And Julia Pilastri tuned up Karolina Kowalkiewicz. From what I saw, got a nice finish in the third round. I had a parlay that lost on one leg because I had this fight to go decisions. So that was annoying. And then first fight of the night, Simon Oliveira missed weight by fucking 8 pounds and got subbed. So I guess good job, Luan Lacerda. That is the card though, guys. Great card. No, I wouldn't say great. Weird. 9 out of 12 fights were finishes, but it didn't feel like that. Like, the Almeida finish was just like, dude, okay, yeah, that was just kind of pathetic. Like, he just died. Like, a lot of submissions, I guess. Like, the Simon Oliveira fight was a submission, but it was just like kind of whatever. Like, it wasn't exhilarating. Like, the Oliveira submission was exciting, but like the Khan Offley submission was like, whatever. It didn't feel like much. The Pinto, like, just kind of uneventful ground and pound TKO. Like, a lot of the finishes didn't feel like much, I'll say. But standout performances, obviously Oliveira. Pinto, not the most impressive in terms of, like, it wasn't some barn burner or like domination, but like it was actually a domination. Like, he did look impressive. Jafel Filo looked good. If he can stay like that and be consistent, like, he will definitely be ranked at flyweight with that grappling. And other than that, Petrino, I won't even say looked like that good. I'm disappointed we didn't get Volta Walker because that would have been fun. Anyway though, that's it guys. Goodbye.